Welcome back, everybody, to the 2030 playoffs with the Aztecs here in round number 1 against the Golden State Warriors. We have taken the first 2 games with some great offense, both of these games coming at home, and the offense putting up over 120 points in total in each of the games. And now we go into games 3 and 4 on the road in the Bay, trying to hopefully sweep the Warriors in round 1 to most likely face the Dallas Mavericks in round 2, a rematch of the round 1 series from 2 years ago, because they're about to beat the Utah Jazz. They are a 1-1 away from sweeping them in surprising fashion. In 2 games so far, we have seen John Cobb play some fantastic basketball, especially shooting-wise, putting up over 28 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He shot the ball extremely well from the field and from 3. We've seen David Dennis play very well, 27, 6, and 9. I think he's been actually better than Cobb overall because of how well he has passed the ball alongside his great scoring numbers. And then also Kylan Moore has played fantastic in these first 2 games, especially game 1 where he put up like 26 and 23. So he's been great. Nobody has been bad for us. I would say Dylan Young needs to shoot the ball better, but he played some really good defense in the 4th quarter of game 1, so I can't really complain too much about that. Nobody has played bad for us. We've had a lot of big contributors, and now it's time to hopefully put the Warriors away in part 2 of this first round series. So we're going to start by simcasting at least the first half of game 3, and then we'll definitely watch game 4, especially if it is going to be a game in which we could put the series away for good. We lead after 1, 37-30. Warriors falling even further behind here, and we're about to blow these guys out after outscoring them by 20 points in the 2nd quarter. Warriors falling even further behind now. We are about to absolutely clobber these guys. 125-94, your final score. And we lead the series 3-0. 24 for Zion, only 16 for Steph in this game. 28 for John Cobb, 24 and 10 for Kylan Moore, with 4 other players in double figures. Dylan Young having his best offensive game here in game 3. And we hold the Warriors to sub 40% shooting on the way to the win. But now it is time. Warriors have their backs against the wall. It is an elimination game for Golden State. If they lose, their season is officially over. And if we win, we complete a first round sweep just like a year ago against the Spurs. Let's go and put this series on ice. It is a packed house here in the Chase Center as Game 4 officially tips off. And the Warriors have to win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. We'll start with the basketball. Cobb has his first shot denied by Melo Keels. Whipped inside. Zion blocked at the rim by Moore. Great rim protection early on. And a nice defensive play for both teams to kickstart the game. But Herb Jones has the first points. Curry lost it. It started loose and stolen by Dennis. Shot clock under 5 now. Dennis is going to have to create something here. And he knocks it down in Podziemski's mouth. Really tough shot, but he's been great in these first couple of games. And he continues that here to open up things in Game 4. 5-0 Mexico City. Heels floats it for Kuminga for the Warriors' first points. Screen sets. Floated to Kylan Moore, a pick and roll of our own. Dumped inside. Zion fires and lays it in for his first bucket. Good penetration. Dennis tried to poster Zion, but he couldn't keep the ball in his hands the whole way through. And now Curry. What kind of foul is that? That is the latest foul call of all time, ref. What are we calling here? What are we seeing here? Ridiculous foul call. The front end will go. And Curry goes 2 for 2 as expected. Hobbs open, fires the triple, but it's not going to go, and Kuminga pulls down the miss. Zion, mismatched up ahead, will put the Warriors in front. Kylan Moore's calling for it on a low block. Thought twice about the fadeaway. Now we got to find some offense here. Cobb's got it. Fires over Keels. That's his first bucket. Loaded to Podziemski. Herb Jones getting physical down low, and he gets the stop too. Now a mismatch inside. Zion comes over to help on defense. It's kicked back out. Good recovery by this Golden State defense. Shot clock winding down, and Dennis has to jack it up. No good. Up to Curry. Quick 3 on the fast break. Drops it in. And the Warriors lead by 2. Good pass. Cobb looks to drive instead. Has to shoot this. And it's going to come off the rim. Zion blows by Kylan Moore and lays it in for 2. He's off to a way better start than back in game 1. Moore throws it up right to Dennis. Curry was right there to get up with them, but Dennis still throws it down. That's a fantastic lob attempt. Behind the arc, Curry with his first miss from downtown. In the paint, Moore getting physical. Soft touch off the glass and in. Here's Podziemski spotting up from downtown. He had a really good first quarter back in game 1. Has not really done a whole lot on the offensive end since that first game. But Melo Keels picks up a steal here on this possession. Warriors get it back, trying to break the deadlock at 13. Curry cuts, but can't lay it in. A lot of these shot clocks coming down to the wire. Herb Jones has to launch. It's no good. Zion, really tough shot, but he's off to a really strong beginning to this game. Kuminga on Kylan Moore. That's a mismatch for Kylan Moore. He gets it back, and this time will score with a second chance. Off the screen. Keels from downtown. Good pass. Back out. Good defense by Golden State so far. Mark Williams now out there. Kylan Moore has to turn around to get the pass. Can't lay it in, though. Really solid paint defense by Kuminga. Pretty surprised that we didn't get a bucket there. Keels can't hit 2 in a row. Yo, Dennis with a great crossover off the screen. Able to draw the foul against Jonathan Kuminga. Couple charity stripe shots here. The first one drops in for Dennis. And he does not hit both. His first free throw miss of the playoffs so far. Inside to Sexton. Can't get it to go. For 3. In there to put us back on top. David Dennis trying to get his offense going. Christie on Curry. And Mark Williams had to help him out. It gets called for the foul there. So free throws for Golden State. These ones are going to go in. No question. So Warriors will once again retake the lead here. Curry has 7. Downhill, pulling up, no good. Kylan Moore off to a relatively slow start. I think he's about 1 for 4 from the field so far. Here's a mismatch, and wow, I'm surprised. Another foul called against the Aztecs, the 4th against the team in the first quarter. Free throw good from Buchanan. Still coming off the slight injury, but knocks down both. Lobbing it up, and Cobb is able to soar to the air and throw it down. Assisted by Cam Christie. The bench loves that one. Stepping back, and that shot's in there for Colin Sexton. Screen comes over. Cobb behind the arc. Almost a great shot. And the Aztecs keep possession. Off the screen, Herb Jones fires a triple and ties the game at 24. Good defense by Herb Jones. Sexton trying to find some breathing room, has to hand it off, and that shot's no good from Hayes. This shot for the lead, no good from Jarris Walker. Brand pulls it down, under a minute left to go here in the opening quarter of play, as that pass is knocked away by Christie, and Cobb able to track it down. We've got numbers up ahead. Jones has to pass out of it, but we still get the alley-oop to Walker. Fantastic pass there by Williams, and now we are in front. Buchanan steps into a three, can't connect. Now we can save for the final shot of the first quarter. I think Cobb's going to want this shot himself, and he'll score amongst the trees. Under 2 seconds left to go. And the Warriors will trail by 4 after 1, but it's been a very back-and-forth game. Second quarter officially underway here as the Warriors start off with a miss from Buchanan. We've got Cam Christie out there alongside Cobb, Jones, Moore, and Mark Williams. Now a mismatch down low. Draws a double. Williams has to find the open man, but instead will miss the shot himself. And now a fast break. Zion again for 2. Physical down low. Williams tries another post shot. And now he's 0 for his last 2. Buchanan to Cousins. So we're tied at 28. Over the top to Mark Williams. He finally got a basket to go. There's been 6 lead changes, 5 ties so far. A very neck-and-neck affair. Good drive. Almost got the and one, did Herb Jones. That foul is called against Colin Sexton. First free throw. Nothing but net for Jones. And he knocks down both. Here's a matchup I want to key in on here. Zion against Kylan Moore. It's getting really physical, and so far, Zion is winning this battle here in this game. 12 points. Has only missed 1 shot. Screen comes up. Cobb steps into a trifecta. It's no good, and Cousins tracks it down. Hayes lobs it. Zion throws it down. Go a little spin move, and Kylan Moore absolutely posters Cousins. Holy cow. Catch and shoot 3, and Colin Sexton. He's off to, like a 2 for 2 start? Moore's calling for it down low. It's been a battle of the bigs so far, and Colin Moore is trying to make his way back into it. O.J. Buchanan gets going downhill, but has it stripped and stolen by Kylan Moore. And then he lobs it up. Look at the airtime from Dennis on that alley-oop. What is that? That is not Zion's shot. Or maybe it is. He's 8 for 9. Off-ball play, setting up for a Cobb 3. That's a good look. Just going to knock that shot down next time. Sexton leads the charge, but can't score. And Dennis pulls down the miss. Cobb only 3 for 9 so far. He is yet to really get going officially. Alan Moore gets the pass here in the high post, working against Hayes. Shot clock under 5. Gotta make something happen here. He throws it up, and it's not going to drop in. Up ahead, and Zion has a clear path. Herb Jones steps back, gets going downhill again, and easily scores. Zion wants it down low again. Good defense by the Aztecs so far in this possession. That's a tough shot. No good. Good rebound by Mark Williams. Double team comes over. Herb Jones open for a 3. And he's played very well so far. Down low, Zion finds Hayes back door, but he can't lay it in. Good job by Cobb to get a hand up that time. Aztecs have their biggest lead, I think, of the game at 4 right now. Dennis makes it 6. Saxton fires. That's his first miss, I think, here in the first half. Moore drives it over 2 defenders, a little bit too strong. Now Zion against Mark Williams, left it short, gets it back, and Cousins misses the second chance 3. Lucky break right there. Down low, good spin move to get around Cousins. I keep talking up Kylan Moore, but he is just such a good offensive player. So physical, has finesse to his game as well. Imagine what he could look like next year, potentially as an overall at the same tier as John Cobb. That would be something special, having those 2 guys at the absolute peak of their game. Here's Zion driving. What a play! The and 1. Zion is having the game of his life right now. He's only 6'6", but the amount of power and size that he has, despite the height concerns, just kind of puts all those concerns to rest. And off, Christie downhill. That's definitely a shooting foul against Podziemski. Front ends for Cam Christie on the money. He has yet to miss a free throw here at the playoffs in the first 3 games. It's been a quiet day for Keel so far. Haven't really talked about him too much. So I got to stop talking about guys like that as they have the ball in their hands, because it leads to buckets like that going in. 49-45. Dylan Young hesitates and scores. Catch and shoot 3 off the back iron from Keels. Up ahead, Jarris Walker throws it up and in. Keels never had a chance. A 15-6 run by the Aztecs. We have our largest lead of the night. Almost stolen. Luckily, the shot's still good. That was a good steal attempt. Just unlucky timing. Good spin move, and Christie will finish. And our lead extends to 10. Kuminga sets the screen and rolls inside behind our defense. Come downtown, and Cobb still can't find his rhythm, but Kylan Moore's there on the glass and can't put it back in when he had a chance much earlier. Up ahead to Curry. He has yet to really get too involved here. Good defense by Dylan Young, and Kylan Moore comes over to block the shot. Fantastic help defense. Moore splits the defense, and the C's part for 2 more points. He and Zion lead their teams in scoring respectively. Heels fires from downtown, can't connect. Zion, the only consistent performer so far for the Warriors offense. Cobb really wants to make a move here. Has to pass out. Walker fires, no good. Good box out by Gabe Hayes to pull down the rebound. Curry to Podziemski inside the paint for 2. That one's good. And we lost the ball trying to save for the final shot. And this is just not what you want to see happen. You should just at least be up by 8 by halftime, potentially more with the final shot, but now a chance for Golden State to close the gap even further. Luckily, the first free throw is no good. Heels goes 1 for 2. We still have a chance to get one last shot up if we can advance the ball quickly. We have no urgency, though, and Cobb will send us to halftime, 57-50. We're in front. Second half underway here in the Chase Center in Golden State. They trail by 7. Season on the line. If they lose this game, they're done. But they're not going away just yet. We have been the better team overall, but it's been a really tough game so far. 10 lead changes, 6 ties. Warriors are playing as best they can to keep themselves here in the first round. Zion has 21 points. Moore's got 14. They lead their teams in scoring. Cobb has to fire from the corner and finally gets one to drop in. Only had 6 points back in the first half, all of which came, I believe, in the first quarter. Has not shot the ball very well. And if we're going to win, I think he needs to play better here in this second half. As Kuminga goes up and gets the alley-oop from Curry. Nice pass. Dennis can't lay it in. And Zion has the rebounds. Downhill, Keels is hacked on his way inside. The second foul called against Cobb, and Warriors slowly but surely clawing their way back in. And the free throws from Keels have closed the lead to 4. Screen set. Herb Jones has room to fire and connects again, and he's been really good for us, playing his role perfectly. Now it's inside. Zion has it snatched away. Kylan Moore with the block and rebound on the same play. How about that? Now he looks to drive and lobs it up for Jarris Walker as he was about to get doubled. Now it's lobbed inside and Keel is able to coast in for the jam. Shot clock under 5. That's contested. No good this time from Jones. Warriors trying to push the tempo. Heels. Downhill. Blocked off the backboard. Jarris Walker comes over and denies the layup attempt. Little isolation action here now. Moore steps back. Off the rim, but it's put back in by Jarris Walker. Good pass by Zion to find Keels for the open tray. Moore gets the feed down low. Left-handed on the fade. It's up and in. His first bucket here in the second half, but he and Zion still battling it out. Off-ball screen setting up for Keels. Out of a shot through the hands of Kuminga. That's going to be Aztecs ball. High posts. Now back to Walker. He's fouled by Kuminga. And if he hits both, our lead will extend back to 10. First one is nothing but nylon. Aztecs have scored 40 points in the paint, nearly as many coming off of assists. We've passed the ball very well so far in this game. Curry, guarded by Jones, passes out. Heels, fires, no good. Isolation for Cobb against Kuminga. Help comes, and Cobb nearly got the hoop and the harm. It's the third foul against Kuminga. Cobb knocks down the front end. Love to get him going here in the second half. Both are good. And now it's stripped and stolen away. Good hands by Kylan Moore. He's got Cobb up ahead. Beautiful pass to lead the fast break. We saw this before. Aztecs trying to use a strong third quarter to pull away. We have our largest lead so far at 13. Warriors offense has gone cold here the last couple of minutes. Can they stop us on defense, though? Yes, they can. Great coverage by Zion there as Herb Jones turns it over. And now Zion easily scores on the transition break. He's got 23 already. 11 for 14. Under half the quarter left to play. Aztecs in front by 11. Moore gets the feed down low and over 2 defenders. Still drops it in. Good spin move by Curry. Works his way inside, and it's put back in by Gabe Hayes. Crowd trying to come to life here. Moore again doubled. Has Christie wide open. That is just how you draw it up. Zion goes right at Mark Williams. Picks up the 3rd foul against him. First free throw, good from Williamson. He is carrying the load right now for the Warriors. If nobody else steps up, they're going to lose this game. It's not going to be a one-man show that's going to keep them from getting swept here. Curry or Kuminga or Podziemski has to step up. Moore pulls it down. Can't put it in, though, with 3 defenders putting a hand up. Zion, again getting physical. Blocked right to Kylan Moore. Christie floats it. It's tipped up, and Moore tracks it down. Offense has to reset. Herb Jones off the fadeaway, unable to hit. Curry brings it up. Throws it up to Zion, right over the top of our defense. Good pass. The shot won't count. Bad screen, set off ball by Christie. And it's going to be a bad screen now by Golden State. Gabe Hayes is called for it this time. Mismatch down low. And that should work out for us easily. Kylan Moore just completely shrugs off Lamb. He's now got 20 points, almost all of which have come down low. Here's Curry driving, pulling up, and nailing it. Here's Cobb, given plenty of room, but still has really not gotten a whole lot of shots, has yet to really knock him down too, especially here in the 3rd quarter, has barely touched the ball, I feel like. But that was a good look. You got to hit those shots. It's not his game, I guess. Good pass, but Lamb can't score. Warriors keep it alive, though. That's a really tough shot from Hayes, but it'll count. Christie doubled, has Walker. He laces it. I don't think Curry has shot the ball all that much in this game either. Makes the pass to Lamb. Denied off the backboard. We're going to keep beating our big man. He fades. Knocks it down. Kylan Moore is taking over right now. Now, we as a team have shot 56%. Warriors, not nearly as good. Curry trying to find some room. Good defense by Cam Christie so far in this possession. Here's Lamb, a few feet behind the line. That's off. We can go 2 for 1 here. Quick shot for Walker, no good. Dennis has the ball tipped to him. Hands it off to Kylan Moore. And he's got a pair of free throws on the way. There's nothing they can do right now to stop him on the glass or the offensive end at all. And the free throws from Kylan Moore are both silky smooth. Good pass. Buchanan passed out the open 3. Instead drives it, but can't finish at the rim. Cobb throws it up to Walker on the fast break. And our lead is up to 18 points. Sexton, the 3 will cut it back to 15, and that will send us to the 4th quarter. Aztecs up 90-75. The Warriors have an uphill battle to keep their hopes alive. And we start off the fourth quarter with a great assist by Cobb and a great backdoor cut by Dylan Young. Haven't really had to call his name a whole lot this game, but a nice play right there to kickstart the final quarter of the season, most likely for the Warriors. Darius Walker called for the foul on the other end. First free throw for Hayes is online. And his free throws are splits. Up ahead, and that pass just got over the fingertips of Hayes. Darius Walker has played a really efficient game so far. Deep three, and Max Christie can't knock it down. The former Aztec, now 1 for 2 here in the game, has not really played a whole lot. Last time we saw him was back in the first quarter. Mismatch inside. Williams fades away. That is not going to be a high effort look for him. Dished out. Catch and shoot three. Offline from O.J. Buchanan. Now a chance for us to go up by 20 or more. Shot clock under 5. Cobb back to Williams. No contest from Hayes. We lead by 20 points. It is not looking good. Fans are probably going to start heading out of here soon if the Warriors can't put together a massive run. Good pump fake. Hayes, the mid-ranger, online. And Dylan Young is able to draw kind of an awkward foul against Colin Sexton. The free throws. The Young forward get knocked down the front ends. The back end will go. Out to Buchanan for the triple. Kind of line drives it. It's no good. Kylan Moore tries his luck from long range. That one's also out. Warriors push the tempo, but they get it denied. It's kept alive, though. Shot clock does not reset. Zion wants it. Double team coming. Has to kick it out. Podziemski buries it. Catch and shoot. Dylan Young, how about that shot? Sexton spins. Can't finish, though. Young looks to push. Lost it. Moore gets it back and scores like it's nothing. And now Buchanan coasting inside, scores quickly. But the Warriors are not keeping pace. They got to get a couple stops on the other end. Christie throws it down! Gabe Hayes, get the hell out of here! Zion cuts and drew the foul. The bucket will count. Number 4 against Mark Williams. The free throw from Zion is in there. Young penetrates. Lost the dribble. Now it's Christie. Off the screen for 3. Absolute money. And that is just a bad pass. Throw it right to Kylan Moore. On the fast break, Dylan Young tries a tough 3, but can't hit. 7 minutes left to play. Warriors down by 21. Buchanan for 2. Open look. Dennis has been quiet all day long. That was a wide open shot. Still can't get it to go. Good pass. Back out. Hayes for 3. Offline. That's a tough pull-up. Won't go for Kylan Moore. They lob it up to Hayes, and he can't throw it down. Walker over Zion. Got it to go. How about Darius Walker this game? He's going to outscore Cobb and Dennis combined, I think. He's got 18 points, 14 inside the paint. He's been really good on both ends. Now Zion wants it. I think it's kind of garbage time at this stage of the game. And Sexton will once again cash in from long distance. Good pass. Young throws it down on Zion. Podziemski drives and throws it down as well. Downhill. Open look. Herb Jones tracks it down. The hoop and the harm. Nothing going right for Golden State. They're going out sorry. The free throw is money. Time counting down. Good pump fake by Keels. Kylan Moore wants it. I think he wants a 30 bomb here in this one. I think he's one bucket away. Catch and shoot. Got it for Podziemski. Screen set. Cobb gets more to his 30-point game. Beautiful game for him after Zion kind of has been controlling the tempo for Golden State at least. Morris had a really strong second half. I think he's outplayed Zion this half. And it was the opposite case back in the first. But still, Zion's been the only offense overall for Golden State pretty much the entire game. Nobody has stepped up besides him. And that's why they're going to lose this game. And time has officially run out for the Golden State Warriors. They will stay here in the San Francisco Bay as the Aztecs move on in sweeping fashion, 4-0 here in round one. And now we are likely going to face the Dallas Mavericks in round two. And we know how close those games can be. We have seen some classics against them every single year since like the third year in this franchise. And the Aztecs have moved on as it looks like Kylan Moore just set a team record for most blocks in a game as he puts up, I think, 5 here in this one. Yes, he did, and he was amazing. 32 and 15, 8 assists, 3 steals, 5 blocks. This was, I think, overall, for a complete game, 2 ways, this might be his best of his entire career. He rebounded the ball fantastically. He played great offense. He passed the ball well. He played great defense, both with steals and blocks, and only had 1 turnover to boot. What more can you ask for? He was nearly perfect in this game. And every other player except for Mark Williams scores in double figures. Herb Jones, Jarris Walker step up on off days for Dennis and Cobb, but Cobb still passed the ball very well, had 10 assists, the most on our team this game. And we shot 58%, as Zion is really the only player to have a really good impact on the court here in this game for the Warriors offense. So we move on, and so do the Cavaliers. They sweep the back-to-back reigning champion Detroit Pistons. The Bulls also sweep Milwaukee. Meanwhile, the Blue Crabs are 1 win away from closing out their series against the Magic. The Hawks are in danger potentially of losing against Philadelphia. Denver just won their first game against the Rockets, and Utah and the Kings both won their most recent, or I guess they're both down 1-3, but are not looking likely to move on. So let's find out who's going to actually move on to round 2. And the Jazz almost came back, but Dallas wins Game 7, and we are rematching them from 2 years ago in the first round. And again, these matchups are always fantastic. The Rockets hold their own against Denver. They win in 6. They'll face the Kings, who came down from 3-1 to win the series over the Spurs. So it's Kings, Rockets, Aztecs, Mavericks. The Hawks do come out on top. They'll face the Blue Crabs in round 2. So this is your quarterfinals, 8 teams left, and we are still one of them. In the playoffs so far, Robert Dillingham is your leading scorer, the only player to be putting up over 30 points per game so far. He is still in the playoffs with the Blue Crabs. Tyrese Maxey, now knocked out, plays for the Sixers. But Baltimore has 2 of the top 3 scorers, and now the only 2 top scorers left in the playoffs. Jokic also out. Fox top 5, he plays for the Bulls. Maurice Mullen playing very well. He looks very similar to Cobb. But then Kylan Moore and Cobb both top 10 right now. Wemby knocked out. Keegan Murray is a top 10 scorer for Dallas, and he had a couple of 30-point games, enough to get the win over Utah. Top rebounders in the playoffs. Right now it's Kylan Moore at 13.2 a game. How about assists? Sabonis at number 1. Then Dan George. You got Cobb at number 7 over David Dennis, who comes in the top 10 as well. Steals, you've got Corey Carter at the top, but now he's no longer in the playoffs. Thompson twins both top 5. Blocks, Moore is number 2. The only guy in the top 5 for us. For team stats, we are one of 3 teams to sweep the first round and still have yet to lose a game. We are the top 4 offensive team, and our defense has been the 3rd best of remaining teams. And overall, in general, we have the 3rd best differential of 17, but the Bulls absolutely killed the Pistons. Look at that differential in 4 games. Absolutely insane. We were the top shooting team, though. From downtown, we were in the top 10, but several other teams have been better than us, including the Blue Crabs, nearly at 50% as a squad. We have been top 6 in free throws, and these are your overall team player stats through the first round. 3 players over 21 points per game, and it's the guys that you would expect, but Kylan Moore now has outscored and I think outplayed Cobb in the first rounds. More points per game, more rebounds, only a few less assists, more steals, more blocks, has shot better, but nobody was bad for us in the first round. Dylan Young played better and it ends up shooting 52%. Nobody shoots less than 42. And we are looking good. We have won all 4 games so far in the playoffs. And now we got to face the Mavericks here in round number 2. And they've still got Kyrie Irving, Keegan Murray having a couple of big games. Is this team good enough to beat us? I mean, they beat the Jazz, which is very surprising. They don't really have any, like, go-to star player any longer. I mean, Kyrie is old. He's 38 years old. I guess we'll find out how good this team really is next time. But that will do it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, leave your feedback down below, and I'll see y'all next time in round 2. Take care and have a great day.